glimmers are you plotting to write? It's an Act 1 check-in. Everything should be in order for you to go ahead and make it on the first leg of your journey through drafting next month. Let's see how you're doing. Welcome on back to your rough draft, writing glimmers, writing challenge, check-in. Act 1 is nigh, my friends. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi, fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. And of course, alongside the raw healing stories in the Marna Annals, I help other people to write stories that go on journeys of healing and more. So we're doing an Act 1 check-in. The next couple of videos are going to do sequentially an Act 2 and an Act 3. Things you should have on your outline, even if you're a planster, plotter, pantster, whichever. Doesn't matter which one of the three and somewhere in between you are. You should at least have a couple of things guiding you, because let's get real, I want something in my GPS while I'm driving. Let's go ahead and do the same while I'm writing. What's your backstory looking like? I'm not just talking about names, the who, what, when, where, and why, but more importantly, the how. Is it all interconnected? I did not realize how interconnected the lore of the Marna Annals was until I got circa book 3 or 4. I wish I would have done some more bigger picture plot 1 backstory check-ins with the deep lore of the Marna Council itself, not so much with just what it was in its 1665 interpretation. If you're building a new world, you might need a couple of those notes. They might not make it into your books until later if you're kicking off a book in a series, first in series or not. But at the same time, we need to make sure that you are checking in to see that you, as the writer, know all the details. Some are for only your knowing in order to report accurately what happens. Keep that in mind. A lot of novels kind of have that based on real life quality to them when it comes to what the writers know versus what the readers know. Therefore, what are everybody's flaws and weaknesses? Not just the people who are the ones really in control of the point of view perspective, because you need to know how the strengths and assets of other people help your main characters as much as their flaws and weaknesses do too. So it's really fair to take a moment and check in with everybody who's playing the D&D session, for lack of a better comparison. Therefore, likewise, not just what are your goals and motivations, i.e. how many sprints, word counts, paragraphs, well, whatever you're tracking this season, you also need to go ahead and look at, are you scaffolding out and achieving what the main characters need, what the antagonist needs, what the foil, what the A, B, C, D insert character here is getting, so that way you as the writer can steer the whole stage production. This is where in some of my editing and coaching, I do tell my writers, you are kind of writer, stage manager, director in one. Sometimes backstage needs to know stuff that front of house doesn't even know gets communicated, because as always, the show must go on, the show must go into the growth and change stage, for crying out loud, because that is what really truly makes so many characters magnetic, adaptable, and truly why we as readers love them. The story of Macbeth, political propaganda though it may be for King James I's family to look good, it's stuck around as a story that gets retold and morphed into new things for a reason. Same thing with Hamlet. It became Lion King for a reason. Romeo and Juliet became, so many different iterations and renditions of West Side Story for a reason. The way the characters grew and changed, or did not. There's another side of that coin, grow and change. You're looking at the importance of how the onion to the story exists through not just the main plot, but also the subplot. What's going on backstage that the readers have no clue is going on yet? Or what do the readers and the writer know, ironically, that the main characters have no clue is coming? You should start seeing those discs slot into their place on the spine and the skeleton of your outline as early as Act 1. We're looking at foundations. The stronger your foundation, the better you can build all the strength using triangles in the metaphor of Aristotle, appealing to people's logic, emotions, and ethics. You can do that here too as early as Act 1. Question the boundaries. See where you're going to take yourself and your characters. Of course, journal below. See you in the next one.